In this video, I create a working inflatable penguin themed slip and slide in Minecraft. This features a super long path to slide down where players need to catch as many fish as possible. And beware the seals. So make sure you stick around till the end to see the game in action. So when I first think of slip and sliding, I think penguins. I mean, just look at them go. Now I would have loved to use actual penguins in this, but the mob vote differed. But nevertheless, using some of my building techniques, we can definitely create a cool penguin ride here. So for this slip and slide, I thought it would be cool to do something inflatable. So after gathering loads of inspiration and watching slip and slide fails, I came up with a design, which features a giant iceberg with a penguin sitting on top with a track full of fish. So first, I need to build the island the slip and slide is going to be put on. First, I just roughly marked out the whole island using World Edit, before smoothing it out and adding all of the greenery. So with the island built, it's now time to start building the actual slip and slide ride itself. So first up, I built the slope where players will slide down at the start to gain some speed. And then I moved on to building the massive iceberg, which is going to sit behind it. I tried to keep it as rough as possible to resemble the rigidness of an iceberg. And then I moved on to my favourite bit, which is building the cute penguin, which is going to be sitting on top, enjoying a nice fish feast. So here's the starting point of the slip and slide, all complete now. And I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I do really like that cute penguin on top. I think he's quite cool. So next up, I'm just going to build all the track which goes all the way along to the end here, creating the main slip and slide area. So as you see, I'm just extending the walls all the way up to the top there, and also filling in all of the floor. And for some extra decoration, I added some mini icebergs on each side, which I think looks quite cool, followed by some extra bits of like grass and trees, just to make the island look a little bit nicer. And then I added this nice little end section where the penguins can greet you at the end of the course. And there we have it, that is the main slip and slide track, all complete. And one cool thing about this track is it isn't actually concrete, it's actually ice which is textured like concrete. And that's going to be so we can actually slide along it later on when I get into the mechanics of how this whole thing works. So before I can get this game working, I had an idea. What if this ride could actually inflate? So for this, I built 4 stages of the slide inflating to create this inflating effect using structure blocks. The plan is, whilst playing all of these different stages together in an animation, it will create this really cool pop-up effect to simulate how an inflatable object would blow up in real life. So with each frame built here, I can now start turning this into a cool pop-up animation. Now it's time to test the inflating effect. So firstly at the start here, as you see, I've just got the first stage where it's all kind of like laid out flat. And if I come to the back here, you'll see that I've got 4 different structure blocks. And each of these structure blocks represent each of the stages that I created over there. And as you see, just by activating these in a certain order, the thing will start to inflate like that, completing this inflating effect. So with our main structure built, it's now time to start making this work. But before we do that, I feel I need to add some extra penguins along here. Now it's starting to feel more like the Antarctic. So I'm in my testing world here, where I test out a lot of the different mechanisms in order to get this thing working here. So first up, I got the slide tested, which is going to test how we're going to slide through the whole course. So the track is full of ice, which has been textured with white concrete to give us that extra boost. But as you see, if I just go in between the trapdoors here and then close it, as you see, it gives me this cool kind of slide pose like this. And I've also got some barrier box here to keep me in this position. But as you see, as I go forward, it's not very fast, it's actually quite slow. It kind of looks like I'm just fighting for survival at the minute. But if I give myself a custom speed effect, I can now go really fast along this course. Almost like I am sliding down it. And that overall creates a cool sliding effect. And oh my god, this makes you go so fast in Minecraft. And then for the big slide down effect, I've got this track, as you see it slopes down here. And then using the same concept where I go under the trapdoor, give me that position. This time it uses a command system to push me down. So if I just press this button here, as you see, it kind of makes me slide down like that. And this just works by teleporting me to each of these different points down the slide there. And of course, the overall aim of this slip and slide is to collect as many fish as possible. So to make these spawn here, I've just got a summon item command, which will spawn loads of salmon across the course. And of course, it wouldn't be a slip and slide without water, so I've got a cool rain particle effect here that'll give us that. But be careful, because along the course, you will encounter some deadly seals, and you'll meet a fate like this. And this just uses a basic piston system to push up a seal from a hole there. But yeah, with all the main mechanics tested out, it's now time to implement this into the game. First up, I just plotted all of the different holes where the seals are going to jump scare and kill the player. And then moved on to plotting each point where each bit of fish is going to spawn, which the player can collect. This was by far the longest part of this process due to the sheer amount of command blocks I had to place. But in the end it was worth it. I also managed to create a floating iceberg, which will be the main hub of the course. I then placed loads of different hoppers, which is where all the water is going to be dispensed, creating that fountain effect. And then finally I plotted all the points to make me slide down that slope, and added all of the barrier blocks to keep me in that sliding position. And there we have it. With a lot of experimenting with different contraptions, we now have a working penguin slip and slide. And I still can't believe how much redstone it actually took to get this thing working. But all this messy redstone that you see underneath, I definitely think it's worth it. And as you see, we've got the massive penguin slide ready to be inflated there. So finally, the time has come where I get to have a go on the slip and slide. So behind me here, I've got 3 options. The first option is so we can start it up. And then if you want to have another go, we can reset it. And then if you want to shut it down completely, we can shut it down. So at the minute, it's in its shutdown stage. So as you see, everything's shut down. The penguin is deflated at the minute. But yeah, I think it's now time to start it up. So let's press this button and let's start up commence. So pretty much the way this is going to work is I've just got to slide all the way down this whole slip and slide, collecting as many fish as possible while keeping at the fastest speed you can go in Minecraft. But I have to be careful of these seals which want to eat me, as yes, I am a penguin. Actually, there's something missing. Ah, that's better. So as a penguin, while I'm collecting the fish, I will need to avoid all of these seals who want to have me for their dinner. And if one of these seals unfortunately do eat me, I'll be teleported back here, where the game will be reset and I can have another go until I make it. So yeah, the winner of this game will be the ones who avoid the seals and collect the most fish available. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on this pressure plate and I'm going to go under this trapdoor. This will put me in the start position. And as you see, oh my god, I'm going down the slide and then it's beginning. Okay, I need to get as many fish as I can while trying to avoid all the seals. Oh god, oh god. Need to try and make sure there's... come on, can I do it? Can I do it? Oh! I got sealed. Okay, I've returned back. Oh, 42 fish this time. Okay. Let's see if we can beat that and actually try and get to the finish. Okay, so I can just get rid of those fish for now. Let's have another go on this, see if we can make it to the finish. Okay, so back on the pressure plate. Let's get in the start position here. And then... Way! Okay, we're going. Get some speed on the slip and slide. Well, let's try and get some more fish. Try and get some more if we can. Try and get some more on this side. Try and maybe... Try and get on some on... this. Oh, come on, we can do it. Yes, we can do it. Yes, finish. Oh, but we didn't get as much fish this time. But the main thing is we finished. I'm thinking about it now, I could probably add different difficulties by adjusting the amount of seals along the track there. So I think that would be a cool thing to add if I get to play around with this another time. But yeah, there we have it. That is the working penguin slip and slides. I'm really happy with how this turned out. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. And yeah, and if this video gets 100 likes, I will put this map up for download for Java edition of Minecraft. And that way you and your friends can have a go at this map, which I think would be pretty cool. But yeah, so until next time, thanks for watching, and have a good day.